the Aquarius full moon in real life. I want to share my, experiences with it. And I want to hear your experiences too. Tell me how the full moon treated you, what happened, how did it manifest for you? First of all, baby, my mama and my grandma got into it. And Uranus, with any Aquarius transit, you look at Uranus. Uranus was at 1 degree Gemini, okay? 1 degree Aries, conflict. Gemini, the phone. So a lot of mamas popping off and fighting on the phone, over a phone, regarding a car, regarding extended family, siblings, neighbors, all that stuff. Mamas was hot yesterday, and it happened just like that with the moon in Aquarius. But my neighbor came over here, and we had the conversation we had. You can't deny astrology. It was so reflective of an Aquarius moon. I literally said in my delineation, I said we'll be devoting a scientific level of intellect to our emotional procession, to our childhood trauma. Okay, so follow me and learn astrology in real life. My neighbor is a Cancer sun. I'm a Cancer rising. Full moons blow up Cancers, okay? Any Cancer placement, we're gonna feel full moons the most. Wherever you have Cancer in your life or in your chart, okay, the moon is connected to Cancer people. You have to use real life and the real human existence to learn astrology, okay? So he comes to my house. Mind you, Uranus is in Gemini, okay? Neighbors, all right? My moon, my Aquarius, I'm having an Aquarius full moon return, okay? So the Aquarius full moon yesterday was conjunct my moon, but it's also conjunct my Mercury. Neighbors in conversation, okay? So my neighbor comes over here and we're literally talking about childhood trauma. Randomly, okay? So he tells me how he was talking to his sister about how he processed the childhood trauma he went through. And his sister is making epiphanies and having aha moments about how she's never really processed her own trauma or done her shadow work. And then we start talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how to reach the highest level of self-actualization. And he's incredibly intelligent. I'm an Aquarius moon. Whatever your moon sign is, that's how Cancers will illustrate in your life. Your moon sign, your Cancer in your 4th house, you put them together, you get Cancers. I'm an Aquarius moon. Cancers are geniuses. They're detached geniuses in my world. He's a genius. Very intelligent. But he brought up Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how to reach the highest level of self-actualization. You have to do your shadow work. I said in my delineation with the full moon in Aquarius, we will be dealing and talking about childhood trauma, but in a very scientific, detached Aquarius way. And that's exactly what we did. Sometimes Aquarius and Pisces transits can be more challenging to delineate or provide a horoscope for because, they're big. But yes, so sometimes when I make my forecast, sometimes I feel dumb, believe it or not, until y'all come through and be like, oh my God, that happened. But when I said scientifically delineating emotions, okay, that's exactly what I did yesterday with my Cancer neighbor. We're using all these big words, going back and forth. We're on each other's level. We're talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how the procession of shadow work leads to your level of self-actualization and the difference between self-awareness and self-actualization. Baby, a beautiful conversation. But that whole thing taught me how full moons are like a menstrual cycle for humanity. Full moons, they allow you to get emotions out depending on where the moon is. So when a full moon happens in Aries, you might go to a destruction room. You might need to work out. You might have an angry outburst. A full moon in Aquarius, friendship and scientific delineation. And I say menstrual cycle because it's not a woman's cycle. Her period is not just about the physical. That's why they act like that on their period, because women need help letting feelings out. Women are built to hold and attack. Both masculine and feminine are incredibly emotionally intelligent. The masculine doesn't get the credit or validation, but masculine just lets it out. Masculine cannot wait to let feelings out. They may not understand what's coming out, okay? The feminine will understand and delineate emotionally all day. The feminine is a born emotional genius, but to actually let it out, women need a cycle for that. The full moon is our cycle. It allows us to get out whatever we've been holding. And I saw that yesterday. Both me and my neighbor, we spoke about certain personal experiences, but we let everything out in a real Aquarius way. And I'm posting this because I get so sick of what I read about full moons and new moons. All of astrology I get sick of. They make it so huge and monumental and exaggerated and romanticized. I'm just like, can we make it applicable to an objective human life? Even the words, it's like people want to perform. You don't want to be an astrologer, you want to perform. I literally see how people choose these certain words to use to make, but that's escapism. It's escapism. A new moon, a full moon ain't gonna be that for everybody. Some people didn't even feel shit, but you felt shit. You always gonna feel something, but people make it so big that they don't really get down to the real human expression of it, so people can't relate. I want people to be able to relate. That's why I told you about my little conversation with my neighbor. That's the full moon too. But how did the Aquarius full moon? How did it manifest for you? What themes of Aquarius did you experience? What themes of Uranus in Gemini at 1 degree did you experience? Oh, Venus and Jupiter were in Cancer too. So anything with the moon, you look at whatever's transiting Cancer. Okay, just like with Aquarius, you look at Uranus. So you look at Venus and Jupiter in Cancer, you look at the moon full in Aquarius. Oh Lord, yeah, mom's popping off. Mom and grandma popping off, baby. Or being a humanitarian to your mother or grandmother, or acting on their behalf in some way, shape, or form. But let me know how it went for you.